Spiritual meaning of the labyrinth. Stepping into the unknown. Just this past week I stumbled onto a labyrinth in the forest. While the labyrinth itself has a deeply spiritual meaning which I'll get to shortly, this happen-chance alignment held an extra significance for me. You see, for some time now my husband and I have been traveling lightworkers. In other words, we don't have a home base and rather stay in Airbnbs, short-term rentals, and hotels around the world. We also channel, meditate, do spiritual clearing, and anchor crystalline light in divine love wherever we go. Serving as pillars of light. And while our nomadic lifestyle has always had a huge amount of variety and element of the unknown, we've mostly kept our future planned and scheduled. But as of about a month ago now, that too changed and we've stepped way out of our comfort zones, which is having things scheduled as to where we're headed. And now, armed with a Jeep with a rooftop tent, laptops, and Verizon unlimited data, we've surrendered having a plan, choosing to simply let the universe lead. Finding the labyrinth. Let me tell you, there's magic that opens when you embrace the unknown. This is something that is being proven to me time and time again in the most wonderful ways. Like finding the labyrinth. We were camping just outside of the Redwood National Park in Northern California. If you've not experienced the giant coastal redwood trees in person, they are absolutely incredible and well worth seeking out. As John Steinbeck wrote, no one has ever successfully painted or photographed a redwood tree. The feeling they produce is not transferable. From them comes silence and awe. Anyway, the national park campgrounds were all full. And for a split second, I felt a tinge of worry before being guided to a nice private campground with showers, laundry, and huge redwood trees just outside of the national park. The next day, while looking around at area hikes, I chose the Strawberry Rock hike and the closest trailhead to where we were camping. The hike was on logging land outside of the national park in an area that has very much been pillaged. I felt immediately that I had been guided there to simply love, to flow love to the earth who had been pillaged. And to flow love to the young trees springing up where massive stumps from clear-cut redwood giants still remained. The weather was cool and misty as we hiked along a muddy trail through the pillaged timber company land, after ducking through a particularly dense section of shrubbery. We came to a clearing that looked like an old rock quarry. I sent more love to the earth as we walked around the quarry, and this where the labyrinth appeared. It was a beautiful surprise from the universe and yet another lovely reminder that by following guidance and embracing the unknown with love, things have a magical way of unfolding in surprisingly wonderful and unexpected ways. I'd always wanted to walk a labyrinth, but never had before this. One step at a time I entered into the spiral labyrinth outlined with rocks from the quarry. As I walked towards the labyrinth center, I felt a release of resistance, buried fear of the unknown, and a hidden desire to control the outcome. When you walk a labyrinth, you don't look 3 steps ahead. Or look at where you've just come. You just keep taking steps, and the sacred pattern of the labyrinth guides you to the center and then back out again. As I spiraled my way back out, I remembered the importance of taking life one step at a time, staying fully present in the moment and trusting the process. For me, the labyrinth was a powerful validation about continuing to trust my path as it appears. And the power of remaining fully present in the moment and releasing any lingering resistance by returning to love. The spiritual meaning of a labyrinth. The labyrinth is an ancient symbol designed for spiritual development and inner growth. The labyrinth represents the journey to our own center and back again out into the world, both literally and metaphorically. It is associated with the spiral of life and creation, as well as the 4 directions. Labyrinths can be found in many cultures, and dating back to prehistoric times. Today, they continue to serve as powerful meditation, spiritual growth, and healing tools. Walking a labyrinth is simple. Enter in and follow the path. Or don't. If you do walk a labyrinth, one additional piece of guidance I have for you is to release expectations. Open your heart. And enjoy. Themes associated with labyrinths include the cycle of time, the spiral of creation, spiritual initiation, enlightenment, connection to source, death and rebirth, the inner journey, the spiritual path, ascension, the power of the present moment, returning to center, initiation, soul growth, progress, a perspective shift. When walking a labyrinth, which each turn your perspective changes and you're never facing the same direction for long. This is a part of its power. The change in perspective has a way of reconnecting you with inner knowing, while spiraling inward towards the center we are reminded of how to seek within to find wisdom and spiritual truths. When we are moving out of the labyrinth we can then take our newly replenished divine connection and share our light and love externally in alignment with the highest interest of all. Although there are similarities between labyrinths and mazes, a labyrinth is not meant to be challenging. There are no wrong turns, no dead ends, or traps. You simply meander along the path which appears one step at a time, guiding you to the center and back out again. Walking a labyrinth is a spiritual experience, and when completed with an open heart, an opportunity for soul growth and development. Find a labyrinth near you. Labyrinths have been created around the world on both private and public lands. Here are a couple of resources to help you find a labyrinth near you: the Worldwide Labyrinth Locator, the Labyrinth Society, with love, light and gratitude, about the author, Melanie Beckler. Melanie Beckler is an internationally acclaimed best-selling author, channel, and founder of www.ask-angels.com. Her books, Angel Messages, Angel Courses and CDs provide a direct link to the love, frequency wisdom from the angelic and spiritual realms for people around the world. Tilde operator, if you like our article, give Conscious Reminder a thumbs up, and help us spread love light, Tilde operator.